Today I'm making red stew peas. Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to AJ Caribbean Cooking. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. Today I'm making red stew peas. And I'm putting a little spin on it because I really enjoy the red stew peas ital style, where it's a lot of vegetables in it. But I also love my red stew peas with a little bit of meat in it as well. And today I'm a little conflicted. I neither wanted 100% vegan or 100% meat. So I'm going to mix the two of them. I've never done it before. So as you can see here, I've chopped up and diced everything. I have scallion, diced yellow onion, one green bell pepper, or it's also known as sweet pepper. I have a Scotch bonnet pepper there in the middle. I have a few sprigs of thyme. I have one whole bulb of garlic that I've just smashed with the end of a knife, and I've also chopped it up, rough chop. So that's why it's looking like that, but it will melt in the meal anyhow. And I also cut up some carrots. I also have in this bowl here some butternut squash. That's how much I'm using for this meal. I didn't want it to overpower the meal, so I just put like a handful into the meal. I really wanted that vegetable factor in there still. And I also have my dough here ready. This is going to be used for the spinners. This is a combination of flour and cornmeal that I've incorporated some water and I mixed into a dough ball. And this is the texture that you really want it to be. You want it not too soft and not too firm. This is what you're looking for. So when it cooks, it's nice and soft. I'm also going to be using coconut milk. To season up this meal, I'm going to be using black pepper, allspice, garlic, salt-free seasoning. I'm adding the salt last, onion powder, some fresh parsley. I also have some turkey seasoning that I'm going to be also using, just a dash of it, because I'm adding smoked turkey to it as well. So let's get started. I'm also going to be adding some pimento berries. Don't worry if you don't have this in your kitchen. If you have allspice grounded, you can use a few dashes of it, but I'm going to be using the pimento. If you don't have the ground allspice, you can use the pimento, but I have family members that really don't like the pimento seeds in their food, so I might just use enough where I can take it out before they eat it. So I have here 3 pounds of fresh boneless round roast. I cut a small portion of it. As you can see here, I left this piece. I'm going to cook something else with that. I have cut the fresh boneless round roast into cubes. So now we're going to put this to clean. I also have here some frozen turkey wings. They're smoked, so I'm also going to put that to clean as well, and I'm going to be adding this to the stew peas as well. I've had here soaking for about 20 minutes. This is the smoked turkey. I didn't use all out of the package. I just used like a handful of smoked turkey. This is going to flavor up this thing very nice. So I just take about 3 pieces of smoked turkey wing. I had it soaking in vinegar and lime and lemon. You can use a lemon if you have only a lemon, or if you only have a lime, you can use that as well. But I had it soaking for about 20 minutes. So this is about good now. And also in this bowl here, I'm going to move it to the side. Also in this bowl I have here the beef that I cut up, the beef chunks. So that's been soaking for 20 minutes as well. So now that looks good. That looks ready in vinegar, and I also put a lemon and a lime in there too. So that's what we're working with now, guys. So let's rinse this thing off and we're going to get started here now. So I just have this red bean soaking in here for about an hour. I didn't soak it overnight, but I'm going to wash it out now because I really didn't want to soak it. I just want to wash it, but I left it here to do something else, so it's been sitting here for about an hour. So I'm going to rinse this off and let's get started. Okay everyone, into my pressure cooker I'm adding the red peas, and what I'm going to add to the pressure cooker as well is the beef. So I'm adding all of the beef that I have cut into cubes, and that will pressure cook with the red bean. So I'm adding some hot boiling water to my pressure cooker. I'm going to pour enough to cover up the meat and the beans. So this should be enough, just to cover it. The key to putting the hot water is to get this thing to cook fast. So we're going to cover this up. I'm going to turn on the heat to high. I'm going to let this cook for about 20 minutes. I have the older version pressure cooker, but I love it very much because my husband bought it for me. So I try to cherish everything he buys me, and it cooks food very good anyhow. So I have transferred the beef and the red kidney beans out of the pressure cooker. I put them in another pot. This is what it looks like after it's been pressure cooked. So now we're going to add the remaining ingredients. For added flavor and to turn up this meal, we're going to add some smoked turkey. This is just for flavor. So I'm adding 3 turkey wings. They're cut up. There's actually 1 turkey wing that's cut up into different pieces here. And now we're going to add the vegetables. To the pot, I'm adding the pumpkin. I'm adding the thyme. I'm adding the carrots. I'm also adding all of the vegetables that we have cut up before. I'm adding all of the vegetables that we have prepped. Let's give this a stir. Okay. I am adding the coconut milk to a measuring cup. And we're going to add some water. And we're not doing coconut cream, we're doing coconut milk. So we're going to have to add 150 milliliters of warm water. To get all of the coconut milk powder out of the pouch, I added a little bit of water, and as you can see, we got all of the milk out of the pouch. And this is what it looks like now. We're going to add this to the pot. Now I'm adding the coconut milk. Now we're going to stir this. We're going to season this up now. To the pot, I'm adding onion powder, about a tablespoon. You can add more or less for your liking. I'm also adding to the onion powder garlic powder. And all the measurements are about a tablespoon or a teaspoon. I'm adding, since I have turkey in there, just a splash of turkey seasoning. Salt-free seasoning. And you can add as much salt-free seasoning as you like. I added about a tablespoon. A dash of black pepper. I have here parsley. You can add as much as you want in that also. I'm just adding about a tablespoon of the dried parsley. If you have the fresh parsley, you can use it. At this point, if you have fresh ginger or ground ginger, you can also use it if your stomach is sensitive to the red kidney beans, but I'm not putting any in mine today. I am also adding 7 pimento berries to the pot. I count them so I know how much are in there. That way I can take them out before I serve this meal. Now I'm going to stir in all of the dry seasoning and the fresh seasoning together. After I have stirred all of the dry and fresh seasonings together in the pot, I'm going to add the spinners. Okay guys, so this is what my spinners look like. I'm going to add it to the pot. I made another one to show you what it looks like, and it goes right into the pot. Okay guys, I've added all of the spinners to the pot. We're going to add the pepper now. You can cut a small little slit on the pepper. Do not burst the pepper because then it will ruin this whole meal if you're a person that does not love spicy foods, but you just want a little flavor from the pepper. You don't want it to be spicy. I am here trying to manage phone in one hand, and I'm also trying to demonstrate to you how to do the pepper because I don't want you to pop the pepper. It will ruin the entire meal if you're a person that doesn't love spicy foods, but you just want a little flavor. So what I do, I take a tip of my knife and I just poke a small little hole in the pepper, just like that. And now this is ready to cook. Make sure this pepper doesn't burst in the pot. Let it stay right on top and boil with the rest of the ingredients. We're going to cover this. I'm going to cover it halfway. This pot in particular of mine, it doesn't have a cover, but I use something else to cover it, but I'm going to show you how I cover it. So I have this cover here that goes with this pot, and I'm going to cover it just like this. Leave a little crack to it. I don't want everything to boil over. Put it on medium heat now and let it take time and cook. Okay guys, now I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt, and this is almost ready. I add the salt towards the ending because I don't like too much salt in my food. I like to cook reduced sodium food. I don't like too much salt in my meals. So I'm adding the salt now. That's just 1 teaspoon of salt. And now we're going to taste this for flavor. You can add as much salt as you want in your kitchen because some of you may love a lot of salt, but I don't. So we're going to taste this now.